ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरद सर्वजनं मे वशमानाय स्वाहा। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जयन्ती मङ्गलकाली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवदात्री स्वाहा स्वदा नमोस्तुते। ॐ शांति शांति शांति। Sai Ram Lane, Sai Ram from Malaysia.
Sairam Sharma, Sairam from New Zealand, and welcome to all of our listeners. We welcome you and hope you enjoy yet another story of our beloved's glory. Thank you, Bhagwan. We offer you our most humble pranams at thy divine lotus feet. Today's topic is, Hello, Coconut. And I am talking about VIPs in the ashram and how Swami treated them, as I had many opportunities to observe this at close quarters. I noticed one day that there was a very tall gentleman in an army uniform standing behind Swami. And I had a good friend who was on the veranda who relayed this story to me. This gentleman was a very revered person, a VIP, as they say in the ashram, although Swami once observed that VIP should really stand for very very unimportant person, very insignificant person, very invisible person, because he did not necessarily grant a great deal of attention just because the person was a VIP. In any case, this gentleman was standing behind Swami at attention. He was obviously a very important VIP. He had taken off his army cap, revealing a completely bald head. And Swami turned around and said, "Hello, Coconut." And the poor man's face dropped. He thought he was in for some kind of interview or something wonderful, but Swami actually didn't pay much attention to him all other than to address him as Coconut. In another event, Swami called Mata Betty in for interview, and he also called in a number of VIPs, politicians, and chief ministers from New Delhi, from the Indian government. And he said to these gentlemen, this, meaning Mata Betty, she is my minister. She is my minister for Malaysia, Singapore, New Zealand, and Fiji. Then he said to Mata Betty, do Gayatri mantra. Mata stood up and sweetly recited the Gayatri mantra. When she had finished, Swami turned to the VIPs and he said, see, very, very spiritual. Be like her. There were several army gentlemen in the ashram. There was Colonel Jogarao. There was Colonel Bose, who eventually began to be the head of Chaitanya Jyoti Museum. And again, although these gentlemen were high-ranking in the armed services, Swami treated them just as he would treat you and I, no different. In fact, Colonel Jogarao was with the Army Engineers. And I got to know him a little bit because I had been involved in a small way in helping design the meditation gardens. And in these days, any project like this in the ashram came under the purview of Colonel Jogarao. He was the engineer who oversaw all of the building in Prashanti Nilayam. And Colonel Jogarao once said to me, he said, you know, I love Swami, but I don't think he's divine. And I said, Colonel, for goodness sake, we all think he is God. No, said Jogarao, I just really like working for him. And I found this to be a great shock because I thought everyone in the ashram believed in Swami's divinity. But no, and Swami didn't mind. He didn't mind. He loved everyone, whether they believed he was divine or not. You know, Swami said, this Prashanti Nilayam is a nice, good school for all of you. Achieve success here before you leave. This school has only one teacher, and that is myself. I have no manager, no secretary, no president or chairman or VIP. I am the example. I am the leader. I am the guide. I have none to compel me, nor do I profit. Still, I work in order to guide and teach. If I remain inactive, how can the wheels of the world revolve? I attend even to the minutest detail of everything, and I do everything for myself, so I do not need your seva. If you do seva to those who gather you here, that gives me bliss. I need no other food other than that bliss. Om Shri Sai Ram.
Om Shri Sai Ram. तस्मात् कारुण्य भावेन रक्ष रक्ष साईश्वरा. हरि ओम तत्सत् श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु. ओम शांति शांति शांति.